Welcome to the Pittsburgh Business Version, where we interview successful business owners to educate the virgin segment of the population who are thinking about starting their own businesses. I'm your host, Brad Hilbert, president of Three Rivers Wealth Management Group.
We're back with our fourth segment with Noah Cohen here, CEO and founder of Premier Innovations Group, the parent company for Clique, Vodka, and Don Pantaleon Tequila. Noah, welcome back for our next segment. One of the final questions that we do with all of our guests we talk about are, what are some of the biggest learning experiences, let's say 3 biggest mistakes you made in starting the Premier Innovations Group and becoming that international bottling company or distributor?
Well, I think that's key is that, you always got to talk about the mistakes that are made, because that's what really helps you to grow. And if you're somebody that's new to business and you want to start your company and you're afraid to make mistakes, or you fear what's going to happen because you feel you're going to make these mistakes and it's going to be bad, that's natural, and you should, and you will learn more from the mistakes you make. You cannot operate a business without making mistakes. Some that I feel that have been important to think about are, one is talking about raising money, because when I first started this company, I expected that all I had to do was show somebody my great plan, and once they saw my plan, the money was going to come rolling in, thousands and thousands of dollars. Everybody was going to give it, and I thought that I would go to one whale, is what I call it, one really wealthy person that would just say, well, I like this guy, I'm going to give him all my money. And that's not reality. In business, you have to understand that it's easier to get money in chunks. And I'm going to say this for the rest of my life, because that's how we did it. As young people and needing money, we did it by getting it in chunks. And it took me an entire year to have my thick head think about the fact that, we need to stop trying to ask people for a huge sum of money and start to think about how we could chop it down and just deal with that.
Get the money.
Yeah, exactly.
Get the money. Not get the money in one day, but get it.
Yeah, that's the key. And then, another mistake that I'd say that was made here was in the course of that, because of the fact that it did take a long time to raise that money, I believe that there were times where I was promising some things that I would expect to happen faster than they did. And, you have a team of people that are all waiting for things to happen, and you're proposing certain dates that you feel are going to be realistic that really a lot of times are not realistic, and it's tough on the morale of a team. We managed through it, and we didn't lose anybody, but that's a tough thing. And so what you have to think about is everything takes longer than you expect. I call it the rule of double. It's my own term. And what it is everything you think is going to take a year is going to take 2.
It's an offshoot of Murphy's Law.
Basically. It's just,
stuff. You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah,
the rule of double. No,
the rule of double. If you think it's going to take 2 years, it's going to take 4. So that is another mistake, I think, is that, and there's really 2 mistakes in that one, really, where you're making promises that you're not 100% sure you could deliver. So be very realistic when you're making promises to your team and your management. But in the second realm of that is realize it's going to take longer than you expect. So there's a mistake right there, that we expected things faster. And the third thing, of course, is raise money. I would say that you should raise money really in chunks than trying to go after one lump sum of money and just devoting all your time to that. So the way you raise money, be very strategic. Don't promise things that you're not sure you can deliver, because it's tough to get people to stay on track with that, with their morale. And don't expect it to happen fast. Be patient, because it's going to take time. And we learned that from our business. Those were the mistakes that we really had to deal with.
Awesome. Well, as we wrap up this segment, once again, I want to thank Noah for his time coming down here. Definitely check out his product line, Clique Vodka, as well as Don Pantaleon Tequila. Say that 10 times fast. That's how you can be.
It took 4 segments.
Yeah,
this is great.
Yeah. If you want to be a financial partner of Noah's, the best way to start is actually go down and buy some vodka and buy some tequila and enjoy yourself one weekend. Mm-hmm. As we wrap up, definitely come back for our last segment, which is where we're going to be talking about Noah's recipe for success. Definitely don't miss that. And once again, check out his different websites, Premier Innovations Group as well as Clique Vodka. Thank you very much. See you in a few.
Wishing you could borrow some money from China? Reality is, you are your only bailout option. Get the plan to make it happen. Three Rivers Wealth Management Group. In Pittsburgh for Pittsburghers. TRWMG.com. That's TRWMG.com.